Hey guys, Weston Mine Detective here, coming at you with another mine exploring video. So this is actually going to be part 2 of 2 of my War Eagle mine series. And just to the right of me, this is the famous double inclined shaft. Here's a look down it. And like I said, it's called double incline shaft because it's got these two skip car rails. And if you look right here, we've actually got a roller. Still moves and everything. And the cable would have been right here in the middle. And that would have guided the skip cars up and down this incline shaft. Let's see if this one moves. Yep, they're all greased up, ready to go. Right behind me, we got a pretty big room. Not much to see. There's a really big beam going across. And all the way on this left-hand side, we've got these steps. And I believe this incline shaft goes down about 900 feet in total. But since it's inclined, I believe it goes about 400 vertical feet. I'd have to say it's at about maybe a 50-55 degree angle, which it doesn't really seem like much, especially since you're going down. But if you're going up, you could really feel it, especially in your thighs. So I'll meet up with you guys on the first level. Alright, took about a minute to get down to this first level. You can see right here, we've got a pretty big pneumatic drill pipe. And then right here, this is like, I guess, used as a handrail. You can see how the rails right here flatten out. And then I believe ore cars could have actually went up that incline shaft, now that I think about it. So you can see where the rail splits right there. There would have been a track switch, I'm sure, right over there. And there it is looking up. This is actually a false floor that I'm standing on. It's about a 15-foot drop if one of these boards were to come loose. This is pretty peculiar how this one section of rail doesn't even lead to anything. But continuing on, we got a workbench right here. Someone left their water. Looks like we got a glove on there. Most of this stuff is modern. That's definitely an older wedge. Got some electrical boxes right here. Still following the track. I'm definitely not going to be recording this whole thing, because if I was, this would be about an hour video. So I'll pause you guys for now. So this is pretty cool right here. We got a couple more modern electrical boxes. So you can see how the lever still moves and everything. Still got the wire, which is pretty surprising that the scrappers didn't get to it. Let's open this one up. Still quite a bit of stuff in here. I'm sure that they probably use this board up here with the nails to hang their hard hats and stuff like that. There's a drift going off to the left, and the crew is coming from the right. Alright, so here's a look at the huge stope that they just came from. You can see these stoles going across. There's about 20-25 feet long. There's actually a box right here. Of course it's empty. You can see right here that they use the siding off of a couple dynamite boxes. That's pretty cool. There's a look up into the stope. You see it stretches all the way back that way. This is a really big one. And you can see how all this rubble right here collapsed from up there. Someone was messing around, stacked some timbers up. And you could see right up here, the vein they were following. Got some limonite up there. Really nice and dark, right up in that section. This is a pretty tall drift right here. This is like 15 feet tall. So we're coming up on a timbered portion right here. Got some lagging on the side. There's a junction that goes off to the left, one that goes off to the right. And it looks like this faces out right here. Alright, so back to this junction. Now I'm heading off to the left. Already seen an ore chute right there off to the right. And there's actually a manway going up there. So that's leading up to the upper levels. That's where I just came from. Let's take a look up into this ore chute. You could see the stopes that they were working on right here. Got some stoles all through there. So most of this mine is pretty shored up because they knew that the rock they were working was pretty unstable. So that just ends right there. And actually I can feel the air start to get a little bit more maybe stagnant. It's a little bit warmer in this section. Alright, so I'm back at this intersection. Let's take this leftmost junction. So I already see some shored up stuff right here. Got some lagging on the right. Pretty big timbers. I actually see a spool right here on this wire. That looks too small for fuse to be on it, so... Oh wow, and then there's a huge stope off to the right. Oh, another box right over here too. It's all filled with rubble. So that's where I just came from. I seen that there's a collapsed drift off this way. Ends in about 30 feet. But just check out this square set timbering right here. Also there's like a retaining wall as well. A couple big chutes right here. And there's some more square set timbering up in there. And actually there's a really split timber right here. And this one's starting to buckle right there. There's another chute. And you could see what they're chasing after right here. I see some copper minerals, limonite, quite a bit of good stuff in there. Still got that massive stope. It goes down about, I'd say 100, at least 100 feet from what I can see down. And this just looks like a pretty boring drift. So here's a look up. That's where the first level is, and I went down this ladder. And I'm back on this incline shaft. There's a look down, and we're about to head to the second level. See what kind of cool stuff we can find over there. Alright guys, made it down to the second level, and just check this out. It's a pretty trashed, what looks like an ore car. You can see how it's all beat up right here. This is all bent. This side's all bent. I believe this is where the wheels would have went. This is the bottom. Let's take a look at that other side. This is really cool to see. I know it's more modern. It's probably from the 50s or 60s, but that's really cool to see. It's obviously yellow. So this is a lever that would have, I believe, dumped it. There's another lever right over there. That's a super cool find. Looks like we got some ventilation pipe right here. I'm gonna squeeze through here. Actually, I'm gonna squeeze through this side. And once again, we got some more of these electrical boxes. Those are really cool. We got a huge stash of these rails. Whole bunch of cross ties with the spikes still in them. There's even an engine right in front of me. I didn't even see that. Looks like an 8-cylinder. I don't know much about engines or automobiles, but that's a really cool find right there. Some more ventilation pipe. And yet again, another yellow bore car. So this lever still moves. Here's a look on the inside. It's another lever right here. Oh, and that's cool. It says the CS card, Ironworks, Denver, Colorado. I actually found a timber car that had the same manufacturer, the same brand on it. That's really awesome. Let's look at this side. Continuing on. Alright, so off to the left, that's where I just came from. And if you look up in there, there's just a great seam of the limonite. And then it looks like somebody's been high grading right here in this section. You can look up into there and just look at that geology. You got that really dark limonite. That's a good stuff right up in here. I bet there's silver, gold, zinc, and lead up in there. And this is a pretty cool section of track. With the stopes off to the left. Lots of timber supports here. Looks like there's a ladder heading up into this stope right here. They're working up in there. Looks like there's someone nailed a cardboard dynamite box to this timber. And once again, quite a big stope right here. You wouldn't want to be walking through there because of all the dust that you kick up. Because it's just silty, crumbly stuff. So there's nothing too significant down that drift. Right behind me, it just dead ends. That looks like it connects probably to the next level, which would be the first level. There's a chute, and this looks like probably some sort of workspace where they put tools and stuff. Got some boxes. Nothing on them. Some metal. And we're gonna head back to the shaft. Alright, so we're back to the incline shaft. I believe we're on the 4th level right now. Kind of hard keeping track. Still got some rail right here. You can see where the rail used to split. Got some ventilation tubing on the left. So this mine isn't too crazy in terms of like artifacts and really cool features, but the big stopes, those were pretty cool. There's a junction off to the left. Looks like they used some natural timbers right here. All they did was take off the bark. Quite a bit of debris across this drift.
You guys went left?
Looks like we got a ladder going up into this stoped out section. Quite a bit of nice mineralization up there.
People are busting the track and taking all the switch.
Yeah, I take the switches.
They're busting every single piece. There's somebody building this at home or something.
Yeah. So we're standing on a false floor right now. It's about a 20-foot fall from here.
Check out the old Dermis. Or is that Dermis?
Yeah, probably from the 70s. Yeah, it is.
Oh, there's a door.
Yep, trap door. Is that one open?
So there should be a level where it's gonna be like with a ladder, but this is the last level with the double rail.
Oh, okay. So let's open that baby up. There's the ladder. Alright, so here's a trap door. And I'm gonna head down. I believe we're gonna go down to level 5. There's Daniel ahead of me.
And it's hard to see more intact. Runs for the cables to run along.
Oh yeah, there are quite a few. Are those called rollers?
Yeah, rollers.
Yeah, they're the double rollers too. I thought that was cool.
Run down the incline shaft. And there's gonna be a ladder coming up later, right?
Alright, so here's a ladder leading up to the 5th level. It's not really that stable considering that it's on top of a ventilation pipe, but you could see this is where the track switch would have been. And there's, oh, talking about track switches, there's a one right here. Now it doesn't move. Oh wow, it does move, okay. So yeah, if you do it like this, then the tracks would go off to the left. And if you did it like this, tracks would go off to the right. That is really cool. So drift off that way, dead end that way. Looks like there's a platform right here and a ladder right there.
Hey Jeff, did you see this?
Yeah, I seen that. I wasn't sure what that was.
Where the rocks, where the ore would strike the wood. And it's not eaten up from all the ore striking it.
Oh, it's an ore chute.
Yeah.
Okay.
To your right, you can just see some gnarly strikes and how it's eating up the boards to your right.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah.
I was looking down it. There's a ladder down there.
Yeah, it goes to another level.
Alright, so we went down this drift for about, I'd say maybe 400 feet. Nothing too spectacular, just a bunch of ventilation pipe and this pneumatic drill pipe. That's about it. Although there is this box right here in the middle, but quite a few of those boxes, and of course nothing's inside of them. Still got the hinges though. This one's bigger than the others.
Yeah, I'm just looking for diamonds.
And this one dead ends. Alright, there's looking all the way up the incline shaft. You can see now they got one rail. And we're on the 6th level. Daniel's checking in.
personally sign.
And there's a
and you
barrel. This looks like a makeshift skid car right here.
can- Looks like a sled.
Yeah. You can still see the cable that was connected to it. Then we got a roller right here. Dead mouse in the bottle, a whole bunch of bullets and stuff. Stickers.
I'm definitely taking a sticker.
And then this was pretty anticlimactic. That just dead ends, and then that just dead ends as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video series. It was a pretty fun one. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Yeah, dude, thank you.
That was a real fun one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And now we're gonna
Have to
do the
send all the way up there.
long journey up there.
Devin, check your inclinometer.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.